let's quickly have a look at this requirement here. A record will not save if the cleanliness rating review is below the accepted range. The accepted range is 1 to 3. 1, 2 and 3. Below the accepted range is below 1. So let's enforce that. Let's go to the design view of the review where the cleanliness rating review is, and in the validation rule we say greater than 1. We can express that in many ways. We can say, let's go to the validation rule field and say greater or equal to 1. We can express that as well in this way, greater than 0 but not equal to 0, which will include 1. So it will not be below the range 1 to 3, yeah? So it's not below 1. Let's do it equal to 1 so that you have that in mind as well. Please enter a value above 0. Or somebody can say, please enter a value greater or equal to 1. There are many ways to express the validation text. Just remember, when you enter a validation rule, you need a validation text as well. We've said that earlier, yeah? Okay, so that is basically the validation rule for this. If we go to the table, datasheet view of this table, we save it. You don't need to, but there's very few values. You can always say yes or no, it doesn't really matter. And let's say that we enter a review 0, which is below 1. We will get the message, please enter a value above 0. That's the one we wrote, yeah? If we enter 1, it will accept it, yeah? If we enter 2, it will accept it. It as well can accept 3, yeah? And 4, yeah? Anything above 0. So you click somewhere else and it accepts it. But if you put 0 below 1, it won't accept it. Yeah? So let's go back to the requirements and see the last bit that says a record will not save if the cleanliness rating is above the accepted range. The highest range accepted is 3. Let's go to the design view of the table. Okay, let's just delete this first. Let's press the escape button. When we get stuck, press the escape button. It already deleted the row, so we're fine with that. Let's go to the design view. Now we want to add another validation here, and less than or equal to 3. Or we could have expressed that less than 4, and it does not include 4, yeah? Either way. So I'm choosing 3, less or equal to 3. Another way of expressing this is to say, let me just make a bracket here and then delete it, between 1 and 3, yeah? That's another way. You can't have them both, you have to select either one. So you have this way, the one that I'm highlighting now, and you have this way as well. Let's select the between 1 and 3. You saw the two ways. Let's see if that works, because that is combining the two requirements. So let's go to the datasheet view and say in a new record type 0, which is below 1. It will not accept it. But it will not accept now 4 either, yeah? Okay, but it will accept 3. It will accept 2. And it will accept 1. So that fulfills both those requirements, yeah? Whichever way you choose, either that one or the greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 3, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we finished the requirements. There are no other requirements, so we have to move on to this part here, to submit screenshots.